Hi, this is Abhimanyu.
Hi, I'm Shirley, and you're watching us on Bollywood Hungama.
आज हमारे साथ में हैं अभिमन्यु दसानी एंड शर्ली सेटिया. इनकी फिल्म आ रही है निकम्मा. द प्रोमोज दे आर रॉकिंग. और इनके जो सिटी विजिट्स हैं वो आई थिंक ना सिर्फ हिंदुस्तान में और दुनिया भर में जो हैं वो मशहूर हो चुके हैं. एंड विल टॉक अबाउट दैट एंड मच मच मोर. बहुत बहुत स्वागत है आप लोगों का पॉलिटिकल पे. ह्यूज प्लेजर टू हैव यू गाइस.
Thank you.
हाउ टायरिंग इज इट टू जस्ट हैव सो मेनी विजिट्स वेरियस सिटीज?
You see us tired? No,
We
we're
are
breathing with joy.
excited.
Not at all.
Excited. We're excited. It's a lot of fun. I mean, for both of us, it's the first time. I mean, you have done concerts.
Huh, but that's different.
This is way more hectic.
Yeah.
So it's my first time doing city visits, and it's been an adventure to say the least. बहुत बहुत मज़ा आ रहा है. बहुत अलग लोगों से मिलने का मौका मिल रहा है. और a lot of fans and a lot of different people from different cultures. So it's a great experience.
All right. So when it comes to the two of you, and then you have someone else as well, who's the youngest amongst you three? Shilpa, Shetty, Abhimanyu Dassani, and
I
Shirley
think
Setia.
Shilpa ma'am.
We're
Shilpa ma'am.
synonymous in saying that.
Shilpa
The
ma'am.
energy that she has and the energy that she brings on
Something
set.
else. Something.
मतलब
In
अलग
remember
लेवल है.
लखनऊ?
हाँ.
5 बजे सुबह हम लोग ठंड में ठिठुर रहे हैं. सबके हाथ ऐसे हो गए हैं. कल रात भी 16-18 घंटे हो गए हैं. और शिल्पा मैम सेट पे come on let's ready. I'm like hello.
उनकी energy
थोड़ा सा silence. थोड़ा let's wake up.
But
Right.
she's
But
amazing.
yeah,
She's actually the youngest on set.
Yeah.
And she's the most mischievous also, I would say.
Yeah.
On par with him.
Okay, and now it's a full-on commercial film that you guys are having. What we call it proverbial masala entertainer. So when you guys were shooting for it, what was the entire experience like to shoot for a masala entertainer with?
So I'd like
All
to
the
call
travels.
it an unconventional commercial film.
Acha, okay.
Since all my films are unconventional. So there's that certain aspect here also. Usually conventional commercial films have the love angle as your core, whereas this one brings to you, it's more about Indian traditional values, a relationship between the bhabi and the devar. That's the core, and then everything else there. So that's the unconventional commercial bit. But how was your experience, Shirley?
I had a great time. मेरा तो dream था ये to work in a Bollywood mass family entertainer. मैं बड़ी ही हुई हूँ ऐसी movies देखकर. Even though मैं न्यूजीलैंड में बड़ी हुई हूँ, वहाँ पर भी थिएटर में ऐसी ही फिल्में लगती है. And we as a family, we like watching these kind of films. My dad loves watching films that have good dancing and music and action and comedy, romance. तो ये सारी चीज़ें हमारी फिल्म में है. तो जब मुझे ये मूवी का चांस भी मिला, I had auditioned for the film, and a couple of workshop rounds later when I got the film, from that day till today, it has been like as though I'm living my dream. And there have been so many moments where I've been overwhelmed and I've started to tear up and cry. Like एक तो जब मैं ट्रेलर देख रही थी अपना बड़े पर्दे पर, I started crying. I was like मुझे बिलीव नहीं हो रहा है ये हो रहा है मेरे साथ. फिर एक जब मैंने मास्टर जी के साथ जब शूट किया, गणेश मास्टर जी के साथ, I have known him to work with such well-known, respected, actors and actresses of all times. And then when he was teaching us the dance steps and he was teaching me the little moves, I think Killer Lagdi was the first song that we did together. Then we did Nikamma. किलर लग्दी के सेट पे भी मैं रोने लग गई लास्ट डे. शिल्पा मैम लगी ये रो क्यों रही है इतना हैप्पी मोमेंट है और हम सब एंजॉय कर रहे हैं, केक कट हो रहा है. आई वाज लाइक नहीं मैं थोड़ा लाइक आई एम अ वेरी इमोशनल पर्सन. सो बस ऐसे ही आई सेड खुशी के आंसू है ऐसे. आई जस्ट कांट बिलीव इट्स कमिंग ट्रू. सो मेरे लिए तो इट्स बिन लाइक अ ड्रीम कम ट्रू journey. And
It's an extremely tough genre. It seems easy, but like she said, there's comedy, action भी है, romance भी है,
everything.
thrill भी है, lip syncing songs भी है, dance भी है. So as a performer, as an actor, I think it's very challenging on all fronts. with all these things, you're supposed to look a certain way also. You know, you have to carry a certain body also when you're doing a commercial film.
Right.
So in those aspects, it's a lot of hard work, and it's continuous hard work. So it was a lot of learning through this. It was something that I was second guessing for myself if I'll be able to do that. Even till the last day, even till the trailer releasing, I was like, "Hai na sab kuch?" You know, is it? You need a lot of conviction to say those dialogues.
Of course. Now, when it comes to all these six-pack abs, ये बहुत सी कहानियाँ आती रहती हैं कि हमने पानी नहीं पिया, हमने नमक नहीं खाया डाइट में, and all sorts of things. What exactly is your process?
मैंने बहुत खाना खाया.
Okay.
बहुत खाना खाया. So I bought a little something into the character which normally commercial films, Sabbir sir also didn't want me to get this aspect into the character, is that so let me explain what it is. In our lives, we've always known someone. There's one person in everyone's life जो बहुत सोते हैं और जब भी आपसे मिले तो he says नींद पूरी नहीं हुई. You know, so that is an aspect I found I used to do when I was a Nikamma in my life. You know, that period of time. So I wanted to bring that aspect. So I got in a little chubby cheeks. If you see the trailer and you see me now, I sported real dark circles throughout the film because he doesn't really take care of himself. So I wanted to get that. But other than that, Lucknow mein to bahut khaya. I put on 10 kilos for this film. I was sporting a six-pack in the film, but I ate a lot of food. A lot of food. Yeah. The only day that I didn't eat was when I shot this song, that Ab Meri Bari. We shot this song 2 weeks back. We were doing promotions the night before, so I got home at 2, got into bed, woke up at 5 a.m. and had to do body shots the whole day. So when I'm doing a body shot, of course, you restrict yourself. So I didn't eat and I didn't have water, and I lost 2.5 kilos because we were shooting at 40 degrees from 5 a.m. to I reached back home at 11:30 at night. So.
All right, that's interesting. Okay, now surely we are living in very interesting times because जैसे आज के टाइम पे हर एक्टर हर एक्ट्रेस उनका एक ड्रीम होता है फिल्म्स करना और that is something which is like a yardstick because there's so many parameters, so many heroes and everyone has their yardsticks. But again, आज के टाइम पे even before you entered, you did your first film, you were a star in your own right with your entire YouTube thing and your entire Instagram bit and everything. Which is unique.
Thank you.
Because you have a following of your own even before your first film. So, what is it that that a youngster like you want from your career? Because you already have a lot of things that actors they aspire for. You're doing influencer activities, a lot of other things. You're earning money out of it.
Yeah.
So you don't have to necessarily do films to just earn that bit. You're doing maybe films for different reasons now.
That's a really good question.
Yeah.
That's a really good question. I really like that.
Yeah. Wow.
Even I want to know.
No, see, so
Where does that fire come from?
Within.
What motivates you?
Why do you think I've shifted from New Zealand to Mumbai? Like, I left my home, my friends, my bed.
My bed.
It's a big thing, like I was very attached to my room. अभी भी मैं जब जाती हूँ बहुत साल हो गए, अब तो 2 साल हो गए मैं घर नहीं गई. But whenever I get the time to go and if I go for like 5 days, 6 days, most of the days I'll be the Nikamma and I'll be sleeping in my bed only.
Why you point? अच्छा okay.
Film ना?
Correct. मैं भूल जाता हूँ.
Promotion कर रहे हैं ना हम?
Yes.
But yeah, I think मतलब पहले से ही मुझे I don't know, मुझे ये बहुत पसंद है and मुझे काम करना बहुत पसंद है, मुझे अच्छा काम करना है and I want to make my parents proud. उन्होंने बहुत स्ट्रगल किया लाइफ में मुझे और मेरे भाई को एक अच्छी लाइफ देने के लिए. They've gone through a lot and genuinely they wanted me to also like have a very secure life, which is why they were like, nahi Shirley, get a job, do a degree. ये सब. When I told my dad I wanted to learn music, he thought I was crazy. He literally asked me, तू पागल हो गई है क्या? So because हमारी फैमिली में कोई नहीं है दूर दूर तक, we don't even have relatives here. यहाँ आऊँगी मैं तो रहूँगी कहाँ? So a lot of those questions were there. At that time I said, okay चलो मैं करती हूँ degree. So I did marketing मार्केटिंग में मैंने बीकॉम किया है. देन उसके बाद माय पेरेंट्स वर लाइक आगे पोस्ट ग्रेजुएट कर ले. आई सेड नहीं, अब मुझे 1 साल दे दो. नाउ आई नीड दैट 1 year फॉर मी. बहुत झगड़े किए उसके बाद भी to be able to come to India, but I think they finally agreed. They saw that the kind of work that I was doing on YouTube at that time, when I came to India, it translated into real people. Like when I did a concert, हमने एक free concert किया था in Palladium. This was in 2017, no, 2016 end types. And there my mum had also come. And I remember people from all around India had come to that concert. My mom saw that and she was like, okay, शायद कुछ हो सकता है इसमें इस लड़की का. हाँ, शायद. So then both of us, we went back home. We tried to convince my dad. So it was like a legit like story कि नहीं पापा प्लीज ऐसे ऐसे करके. फिर पापा ने बोला जा जी ले, अब जा सिमरन जा जी ले अपनी जिंदगी. And now he's so proud. Like this is a big thing for me that my mom and my dad, they are both gonna be here for my film to watch it with me. It's like I have goosebumps saying it. Like मेरे लिए बहुत बड़ी बात है. So I think this is my fire. I want to do work that makes them proud, that makes my family proud, and whatever work I do, be it singing, be it acting, I love doing both. I just want to do good work that makes them happy.
Great, and I think now it's payback time. Your mother is here. You were just talking to your I think your
Yeah.
and जिस तरीके से आपने instructions दिए हैं, कढ़ी
बनाना
और चावल.
हाँ, चावल बना के रख दो.
I think आपने सारा जो
उन्होंने जो आपके लिए. I'm here, but I'm trying कि वहाँ पे everything should be like even though I'm not there, she should not feel कि मतलब खाना and everything.
नहीं वो कमिटमेंट लेवल देखा मैंने. मैं फोन पे मैं सुन रहा था. मैंने कहा यार मतलब शी इज सो इन्वॉल्व्ड. ऑलराइट, नाउ आपकी फिल्म आ रही है निकम्मा. मैं आपके इंटरव्यूज में पढ़ रहा था तो उसमें मुझे अंदाजा हुआ कि आपने एक पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम पे आपने डिसाइड किया कि अपने पेरेंट्स से आप पैसे नहीं लेंगे. रिक्शा में आप जाते थे, फिर अगर पैसे नहीं होते तो रिक्शे में आप पैदल चले जाते थे आप. एंड यू असिस्टेड रोहन सिप्पी on Damarodam and Nautanki Sala, and apparently you made a documentary on the experience called Sholay, which is pretty interesting. So real life में मतलब मेरे ख्याल से तो आप मतलब निकम्मा नहीं कहेंगे आपको.
Hopefully नहीं कहेंगे. But everyone's gone through that phase. जो phase होता है जो आप you don't have a direction in life, where you don't know who you are, and the earlier that happens the better, I think. कि you realize who you are and you discover yourself and what your passion or what you love to do. And तो वो मेरे साथ भी हुआ था. And I mean I jumped from one thing to another trying to find where I find myself, and I found myself on the set when I was assisting.
Right.
So before that, yes, at 15 I stopped taking money from my parents.
Interesting.
Yeah. And so yeah, during my training and all, it was so to make a body, since you asked that question earlier, I didn't have money to have a trainer or to buy protein or anything like that, and I was a vegetarian. So first I started with eggs. So मेरे घर के पास में there's a भुर्जी वाला, Zakir, where Nasir bhai sits, and I used to go there with a glass and I used to have raw eggs to start off with, and that's where I learned how to cook eggs and break eggs and all of that. So yeah, it's been an adventure since the very beginning.
Right. So in fact आप अपनी पहली फिल्म से आप ये सारा जो nepotism का सारा जो मसला है उसको आप demystify कर रहे हैं.
I mean before the film released also, we did an international tour. So.
Right. But do you feel that maybe like at times it can be rather harsh?
Absolutely. I've woken up to hundreds of messages abusing me and asking, telling me that I don't belong here, and it still happens, and I feel it's quite narcissistic in a way that I have to prove myself to someone who doesn't know films really. So, but ठीक है, होता है, it's part of the game, I guess.
Right.
And you have to just deal with it. So I've got all the disadvantages of being an insider, and I've got all the disadvantages of being an outsider.
Apparently you call yourself an outsider.
I don't call myself anything. What is an insider and outsider?
Right.
I'm Abhimanyu.
अभिमन्यु तो आपने मतलब वो चक्रव्यूह वाला कुछ
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल घुस तो गया हूँ, अब निकलूंगा कि नहीं.
नहीं नहीं आई थिंक यू आर डूइंग वेल फॉर योरसेल्फ एंड व्हिच इज प्रीटी इंटरेस्टिंग. शर्ली, अगर आप में अगर टैलेंट नहीं होता तो आप यहाँ तक पहुँच पाती क्या? एंड आई थिंक डू यू थिंक दैट इफ यू आर टैलेंटेड एंड इफ यू आर हार्ड वर्किंग एंड ऑनेस्ट you can get what you want in life?
Good question. I wish I really had the answer to that. I don't know. I think, see, I have worked really hard, and maybe somewhere along the lines, when I started off, I used to sing, and mera music and my emotions, whatever I do, I really put my heart and soul into it. So maybe somewhere along the lines, it connects to people who are listening and who are watching. Having said that, मैंने 2017 से 2000 मतलब अभी तक बहुत ऑडिशंस दिए, बहुत ज़्यादा ऑडिशंस दिए, एंड व्हाट हैज़ क्लिक्ड फॉर मी हैज़ ओनली बिन निकम्मा एंड मस्का. सो ऐसा नहीं है दैट एवरीथिंग दैट आई हैव डन हैज़, वो मैंने फर्स्ट ऑडिशन दिया एंड आई हैव गॉटन इट. नो, आई हैव गिवन सो मैनी, एंड कई बार तो ऑडिशन देने के बाद तुम्हें कॉल बैक भी नहीं आता कि मतलब यू आर नॉट गेटिंग सिलेक्टेड बिकॉज सो एंड सो, because this is so and so the reason. Sometimes you just don't hear, and it's okay to not, like, I feel like I've learned this the hard way, but you shouldn't get so attached to the auditions that you're doing, at least, because you don't know उसका result क्या होने वाला है. तो तुम करो अपने मतलब 100-200% डालकर करो, then if it happens, great, because maybe somewhere along the lines, maybe you fit their characteristics of the person that they want you to be, in the film, or maybe you don't. So वो question and वो choice या selection आप नहीं कर सकते. वो जो film बना रहा है या the people involved in it, only they'll be able to make that call. But I have done so many, but I have not been selected for all. And Nikamma के लिए also I gave an audition. After the audition, I gave a separate rounds of like workshop का auditions as well, like where I was, जैसे मेरा scene है trailer में where I'm proposing to Adi, and the scene right after that where I say I'm a love addict, वो scenes के मैंने workshops किए और उसका proper recording करके अलग अलग angle से present हुआ है to Sabbir sir, and then he has seen that and okayed and approved me कि yes, you will only be the lead heroine in my film. It took a lot of time, and I think with that time also there has to be some self-belief in yourself कि even after all those rejections, it's okay. Matlab, you just have to put your best foot forward, because that's all you can do. If you're not going to put your best foot forward in the work that you're doing, then how are you giving justice to the work, right? So
no, I think that is well said. So in a way, there should be, I think, level playing field. What he's saying in a way is right. What you're saying in a way is right as well. And maybe like if you're like a Kapoor, for example, then maybe you don't have to give an audition. Things can fall into your lap.
I don't know how things work for.
I mean,
at least मेरी journey ऐसी रही है.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
But I think what she's saying in terms of that sometimes she's not even informed that she's not part of it. No. I think that is something which is maybe
it's not just her.
You're not
I've given audition. I've been in this industry since 2009. I've given hundreds of auditions. So that's not, it's and some people have got it. Some people don't give auditions. I know a lot of people very closely who sit at home and they get a film.
Yeah.
But that's a producer's prerogative, right? If they want to put their money. See, as a businessman, I'm not going to put 5-10 crores of someone who's not going to give me the money back. That's just not good business, No,
basically what we're discussing is in terms of work ethics, that if you're calling someone for audition, at least tell them that,
I mean, yeah. But in terms of this, the problem is not of the title. The problem is entitlement, which doesn't matter what your title is, whether you're a star kid or not. That is not the problem at all. The problem is entitlement, and doesn't matter if you have a title or not. The behavior is entitlement. That is the problem you guys have with. But unfortunately, the word has been misrepresented and stereotyped. unfortunately.
I think stereotyping definitely is there. There is no doubt
Yeah.
about that, because I think things are, I think, painted with certain brushes.
Yeah.
And maybe I think जो कहानी है शायद वो कहीं कहीं बीच में है. असलियत जो है शायद कहीं कहीं
Yeah,
कहीं in fact
in between the lines.
Yeah.
in between the lines.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys enjoy the song and dance routine in a commercial cinema?
I love it. I
It's
love it.
really good fun, but it's really tough.
Right.
It's tough. It's very
It's a
challenging,
lot of hard work.
but it's fun.
And for me, lip syncing. It's so tough.
I was
she
helping
was
him.
helping me
I
out.
was helping
She
him.
was helping me out with the lip syncing.
वो full male गाना है, ठीक है? सारे lyrics मुझे already याद हो गए.
And
और ये
she's
पूछे,
singing it. I'm
he's
like, next line.
अभी next line क्या है? और मैं उसको बता रही हूँ ये. And then he says something. I'm like, नहीं ये नहीं है, ये है. And he has to say it in double. He has to sing it in double speed because we were shooting
Yeah,
everything high speed.
High speed. So
So
I have to say all the lines double speed and act in.
It's like तेरा मैं तेरा मुझे ऐसे
Yeah.
like fast एकदम. So याद करना भी थोड़ा I can understand it can be difficult.
Yeah.
Okay, so he has done this documentary on Ramesh ji, and what do you think is the importance of self education? Like in terms of if you are I think the biggest of actors, they've not had any training, they've not been to NSD or film institute anywhere whatsoever. They've learned by watching films, by assisting, or by by rejections. I think rejection is a huge teacher. So what is the importance of self education for actors?
I feel so going one layer deeper. All artists, most of the really good artists, are very broken people. It's a hard fact. They've been through a lot in life personally, or spiritually, mentally, physically, to reach where they are, and that's why they can tap those emotions and make you feel a certain way, whether it's by playing a guitar or by singing or by acting or by whatever art is, by a paint, so that is something that I think is true. But yeah, learning from life is the biggest lessons, and what we do as performers, as actors, is try to recreate life, right? So having that diversity in experiences, in knowing, understanding, and being empathetic toward different cultures and different segments of society, and understanding them, taking out that time, learning, being observant is what gets you ahead. To be honest, what I've learned from other people while I've worked is more than what I've learned in these educational institutes. But the educational institutes kinds of gives you a more structured process of using these life experiences. So I think an amalgamation or a mixture of both will definitely will help you out, learning the technicalities, the science of it, and then the emotion bit of it, the reality of it.
So you can
Would you like to add something
you can
to that?
gain. No, I have a different question for her. Continuation. I'll come to you shortly. But जैसे क्या होता है कि you may be having the best of training, the best of knowledge. At times when people have knowledge, so maybe they feel that I know more than other people, and maybe it's not a good idea. It never is. I think humility is something which is a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
In any profession, and
Yeah.
same with this profession as well. So मैंने जैसे आपको मैंने देखा वहाँ पर दुबई में, मैंने देखा the way you were interacting with Abhishek, and you were extremely respectful towards him. Same with Ranbir, and so I thought that and it was very genuine, whatever you respect that you had for them. So ये सब चीज़ें जो हैं, ये तो या तो आदमी बहुत से लोग इसको उतना अहमियत नहीं देते हैं, they don't realize it, that people need to like you genuinely to just collaborate with you, because it's a very close knit work. You have to be with people for say a year or 2 years, and even beyond that.
Yeah.
वो आपने कब कहाँ से समझा कि that this is something that I
mean,
need to incorporate
that
genuinely?
credit I would like to just give my mom and my family.
Right.
Because those are the principles and ethics that we have grown up on. Those are the traditions and values that we come from. And it is genuine towards both of these individuals that you saw. Abhishek, we have worked with since Dam Maro Dam. My first time on set as an assistant director, he was acting. And then when my film came out, for the first time, it was in Toronto Film Festival, where he was showcasing Man Marziya. And it's just a wonderful relationship that we share. It's I genuinely really have learned a lot from him. And for Ranbir, for that matter, I've not had that much of a that much interaction with him, but I love his work. He makes it look so easy. So it's whether it's these people or anyone that you see me respect, it'll be because it's genuine.
Great. Okay, so were you there on the sets when Deepika's song was being
Yeah,
declared?
absolutely.
Oh my
Yeah,
God, you're
yeah,
lucky.
I was. I was.
Okay,
I was.
so Shirley, now you said that you've lived in, say, Auckland, and now like I think that expats, they have this huge fascination for Bollywood. But when you're not living in India, there are a lot of things which you would not be aware of, because you don't have access to a lot of films and a lot of other things. So आपका self education का process कैसा था?
I think I've learned everything on the go, and with like I've जैसे go with the flow types जो होता है, मैंने एक वीडियो अपलोड किया था YouTube पर, तुम ही हो, जो कि मैं बहुत डरी हुई थी अपलोड करने से, वो भी, बट मैंने सोचा भी नहीं था कि कुछ होगा उस वीडियो का. बट आई हैड मेट श्रेया मैम. सो आई यूज्ड टू वर्क एज एन आरजे. it was my part-time job at Radio Tarana in New Zealand. So while I was studying, it's a good thing out there. Like वो बोलते हैं CV पे अच्छा लगता है तुम्हें part-time job कोई रखो and all that. So then
I don't know why that culture is not here. Like I started working at 15 and everyone around me used to find it
out
so
there
odd.
it's like a very normal thing.
I think that's where I learned the most.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So I met Shreya ma'am, and if you see the video, it's there on YouTube. I'm shivering. I was literally shivering, and she calls me. She calls me so sweetly. She's like, "Shirley, come, we'll hear you sing." I was like, "Ma'am, no." Then we sang Rabta together. Then after, like off air, then I asked her, "कि ma'am, आप क्या advice दोगे to someone अगर किसी को इस field में आगे अगर कुछ करना है तो." She said, "Surely, like anyone else, I would tell you कि आप प्रयास करो, but वो तो आपको सब बोलेंगे ही. But आप YouTube क्यों नहीं try करते? It's like really a good medium how you can reach to people out in India, because most of the people जो Bollywood music सुनते हैं वो इंडिया में है. तो then I thought, okay, चलो अभी ये भी बोल रहे हैं तो शायद करके एक बार देख लेंगे. That conversation happened in 2012. My video I randomly uploaded in 2013. So it took that also took a lot of like there was a lot of self-doubt, a lot of things. ऐसे ही अपलोड कर दिया रात को, पजामाज में बैठी हूँ on the floor, no makeup, no hair. I never thought people would watch the video, but it reached, I think maybe the emotion really connected with people, and then I felt, okay, maybe this is my calling. Maybe this is what I'm supposed to do. So then I was studying side by side. I started learning how to make videos. I know how to edit videos. I still edit my own videos. I learned how to do social media. I manage my own social media even today. सारी चीज़ें मैंने on the go सीखी. Record कैसे करते हैं? I bought मैंने पैसे जमा करके from the part time job, पैसे जमा करके एक छोटा सा mic खरीदा, जो फिर लैपटॉप में डाल के I would be able to record songs. So रात को जब सो जाते थे सब, मैं जागती थी और गाने रिकॉर्ड करती थी, and वैसे I started making my videos. So a lot of my videos, older ones, if you see on YouTube, they're all in my room with like lights on, because मैंने सारे रात को shoot किए हैं. Then slowly I started like telling my friends कि please मुझे help कर दो video shoot करने में. तो हम सब खुद करते थे. So I've learned everything on the go myself. So I think when there's that fire,
Passion.
And that passion, when you really want to do something, you'll find ways.
Yeah.
तुम खुद सीख लोगे.
Yeah.
And I think YouTube really helped me. Seriously, like मुझे कुछ नहीं पता था music के बारे में. I'm still not a trained singer. I did not know what chords are. I did not know what scale is. I didn't know what an octave is. I didn't know what सुर ताल, कुछ नहीं पता था मुझे. फिर मैं वो सारे TV shows देखती थी, जो सारेगामापा and Indian Idol, उसमें the judges would speak about, they would give their critical comments. So then I would Google that and check.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's how I learned. And I think when I came to India, I didn't know anything about performing live, so that also I learned. And you make mistakes. It's okay to make
Yeah.
mistakes. I think people these days on social media, they are so critical sometimes. क्यों यहाँ पे तुमने ठीक नहीं किया यहाँ, अरे but मैं human हूँ. Humans are allowed to make mistakes. No one is perfect. I am not saying I'm perfect. I'm not perfect. So I know I've made mistakes, but that's how I'm learning.
Definitely, I think that is how. I think human voice, the way it is, you can never be perfect. There will always be imperfection
And
as far as
that's
singing.
good.
That's fine,
That's
yeah.
what makes you you. That's
That
the
is-
special thing about you, right?
But what about movies? Like, how did you just get your fill of the movies?
So मुझे एक्टिंग तो पहले से करनी थी. मैं ऑडिशंस भी दे रही थी आने के बाद, यहाँ इंडिया आने के बाद, but nothing was working out because I guess I was also somewhere along the lines not 100% convicted. मतलब खुद से शायद वो बिलीफ भी नहीं था कि कर पाऊंगी मैं. And already my at that time focus was on singing. So full time when you're touring and recording songs, in between to find times to give auditions, it did become challenging. But मैं कर रही थी. But then I did a video which was कोई भी नहीं. It's a Punjabi, my first Punjabi original I did. And वहाँ पे Robbie Singh, who was the director, he really complimented me on my expressions. He said, Shirley, आपके expressions इतने अच्छे हैं, आप acting क्यों नहीं try करते हो? For me, that he just said it. And he probably, like, if I've mentioned in like all my interviews, I don't know if he's watching these, but
Of
उन्होंने
course
तो
he
सिर्फ
is. Of course he is.
Thank you. I hope I'll only send him. But उन्होंने सिर्फ बोला, but उनके वो बोलने से भी मुझे इतना फर्क पड़ा, because for me it was like a director is telling me. So now, yeah, I've always wanted to do this. Why am I not doing it? So then I took some time. Then I spoke with my parents. Then I told them my real ambitions in life, that मुझे acting करनी है. They were like, अरे ये क्या, ये कहाँ से नया आ गया अब? तुझे singing करनी थी, अब ये क्या? I said मुझे try करना है. Let's see. अगर मैंने नहीं किया try, तो I'll probably regret it for all my life. So then they were like, okay. फिर I went and I studied. I did a short course because I couldn't afford to do like a long
In terms
course
of
at time also, money also. I was paying my rent here, then I had to pay rent in
New
there
York.
also, both. So I did a short course, but I did it only because to understand whether or not I will enjoy the process of it or not. बाई चांस अगर मुझे कभी मैंने ऑडिशंस देने शुरू कर दिए, बहुत ज़्यादा ऑडिशंस दिए, बाई चांस कुछ मिल गया और मुझे वो प्रोसेस ही पसंद नहीं आया, तो फिर देन आई विल नॉट बी डूइंग जस्टिस टू द टीम ऑल्सो दैट आई एम वर्किंग विद. सो आई टुक दैट टाइम कि मुझे समझना है कि मुझे पसंद भी आ रहा है ये या नहीं. एंड इन दैट टाइम आई टोल्ड माई मैनेजर्स, आई वाज लाइक, प्लीज़ मुझे अभी थोड़े दिन पढ़ने दो, मुझे फुल फोकस से ये करना है, देखना है कि इफ़ इट्स गुड फॉर मी और नॉट. वहाँ पर भी मेरे सारे टीचर्स ने मुझे बहुत इनकरेज किया कि नहीं, मतलब करो, इफ़ दिस इज़ योर ड्रीम, लाइक यू शुड गो फॉर इट. तो फिर आके मैंने जो ऑडिशंस लेफ्ट राइट सेंटर देने शुरू किए, देन आई लैंडेड अप विद निकम्मा. आफ्टर आई गेव द निकम्मा ऑडिशन, आफ्टर साबिर सर okayed me, then Maska happened. But Maska released. Maska shot also before Nikamma started. So
Okay,
yeah,
that's
just-
interesting. So देखिए, आपने सिंगिंग के लिए आपने कड़ी और चावल का इंतजाम कर दिया मम्मी के लिए. मुझे लगता है कि एक्टिंग के लिए आपको अपने पापा के लिए जो है कुलचे छोले का इंतजाम करना चाहिए.
हाँ, अरे 100% करना पड़ेगा. वो ऑलरेडी रिक्वेस्ट आ गई है. मैंने
That's I think very interesting. I think you have a very interesting way of telling your story, which is very nice. So we'll end this interview with rapid fire with the both of you, and so far you
I was
guys
the most scared for this.
but you don't seem scared. For some reason, you seem absolutely fine.
चलो good.
But so now you guys have displayed perfect manners and great camaraderie so far. But थोड़ा सा अब हम लोग चाहेंगे कि आप थोड़ा सा compete करें एक दूसरे के साथ में.
Nikamma-ness.
And there is this very fine Bluetooth speaker that you can win, Hungama speaker, that you can possibly win. One of you. Okay, so we'll have rapid fire. We'll start with Abhimanyu and then we'll come to Shirley.
Done.
All right, so rapid fire with Abhimanyu. Something about Shirley that really fascinated you when you met her for the first time.
Her social media following.
Okay. All right. So what is it that you really liked about
Oh, you want
the
a
numbers?
long? Yeah, no, I was introduced to her, and then I realized who she was when I did my research before meeting her, and I was like, wow, she's I've not never seen her before, and she's so cool. So yeah, that I was interested in meeting her in person because I had not honestly I had not seen any of her videos or anything. So after that is when I did my research, saw a couple of songs before I met her.
First thought when you read the script of Nikamma.
I was second guessing myself trying to fit into the character of Adi. I was like, मैं कर पाऊंगा कि नहीं? I'm not. I liked it. I wanted to do it, but I was not sure if I could, do justice to it.
Biggest challenge that you faced in Nikamma.
The two. One is lip syncing, and the other is two times that we were doing action shoots. The conditions were really insane. I wasn't well. One was the shoot that I just told you about, and the other was we were shooting in Trombe. I think it was 13 degrees or something, right next to the sea.
Water, no?
Yeah, and we were in water, like knee deep water, and it was really really cold. And the action director, after a point at night, shut the shoot because all the fighters were shivering too much, and we could see it on screen. Like we just weren't being able to move our bodies. Everything was, you can't stay warm, right? And if you can't stay warm, you can't really do the stunts. And since I do all the stunts myself, my body couldn't move. So that was a hard shoot. That was probably the hardest shoot I've ever done.
If you have to address Tushar Kapoor and Isha Deol, the original Nikamma guys,
Yeah.
what would you tell them in a sentence?
Check out our new movie releasing on 17th June. Please give us your love.
All right. If you had to say something to Himesh Reshammiya, the original composer of Nikamma title track,
I want to do one original song with you, sir. One original song.
you want to sing it?
No.
Dance.
Yeah. I want to be a part of his song. One of
I'll
his
sing.
songs.
With
She can
Himesh,
sing.
sir.
Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, we
Amazing
grew up
couple.
on that music, yeah.
Of course.
You sit on any rickshaw, that was the only song that was playing.
Right.
So,
All right. Your all-time favorite dance number featuring Shilpa Shetty.
Nikamma kiya.
Apart from that.
Plug in.
Apart from
Chura ke dis mera.
Chura Ke Dil Mera. Okay, that's a good one. Apart from films, which topic you love to discuss a lot with Bhagyashree ji?
Food, films, fitness, animated films. We both love animated films, and we make sure that if an animated film releases in the theater, then we both go and watch it together.
Favorite song featuring Bhagyashree ji in Maine Pyar Kiya?
I mean, I can't choose between
But there must be
Rang Mein.
Mere Rang Mein. Okay, all right. What is your take on South films breaking records of almost every film these days, every rewriting box office history these days?
I'm super, I can't say proud because I would have to be a part of the process to say that I'm proud, but I'm very happy. I've been following a lot of stars since the early 2000s, and now people are recognizing the kind of talent, finesse, and the execution style that they bring. So I'm really, really happy. Everyone needs to pull up their socks, learn from each other, and give it our best.
All-time favorite action film?
That's the toughest question you have, huh? That's the toughest question you have. But I'd have to say, Rumble in the Bronx. Who Am I? True Lies. Mission Impossible. I can go on.
Describe Vasan Bala in one word.
Master Oogway. If you've seen Kung Fu Panda
Yeah.
and you connect Master Oogway.
All right. How would you differentiate between films which should be released only in cinemas and films which should be released directly on OTT?
I think that should be contrived from the very beginning. They should know what they're doing it, because I believe it needs to be written a certain way when you're appealing to a certain kind of medium.
Platform.
You wouldn't enjoy watching KBC in the theater, and you're not going to enjoy watching Bahubali on your phone. So when you know the medium that you're offering the film to, I think it needs to be written short in a certain way. They have to have more cliffhangers if you're having it on OTT, because the amount of distractions that you have sitting at home or watching it at that point are a million when compared to giving 3 hours of honest time in the theaters. So
All right. First thought when you came to know that Salman Khan has received death threats.
I need to go and meet him.
If you get a chance to interview following celebrities, what is that one question you would definitely ask them? Sooraj Barjatya ji.
You want to do a film with me?
You wanted to film with. He's an extremely sweet guy. He's an extremely
He's unbelievably sweet.
such a humble.
And it runs in that family only.
Yeah.
It's just, they're just so sweet. I don't think he's ever said no to anyone in his life.
No, he is unbelievable.
have to
You
meet
met him?
Yeah.
Oh my
He's
god.
unbelievably
Oh my god.
nice guy.
Well,
And-
that shows, that reflects
like-
in his films also.
आपको बैठे बैठे डायबिटीज हो जाएगी. इतनी sweet and it's all genuine. It's all real.
And you know, with everyone, so we did an interview with him in the office, Rashtriya office, and he was so nice, even with the camera assistants, like these guys, which is, you know, which is like
everybody-
he doesn't differentiate or anything. He's like
That's lovely.
extremely.
He is him. That's real.
Right. That's amazing. What is that one question that you'd definitely ask Salman Khan?
Want to do a film with me?
It's a
Come on,
consistent
it's
question.
a legit question. I honestly would at some point in my life like to be able to share some screen space with
Yeah.
him. I think it's a very special bond that we share, and I hope I get that opportunity at some point in my life. And I think after seeing my work a little bit, I'm trying to.
He was so sweet. He reposted a trailer also.
Yeah.
Matlab, I was so surprised, and
that
it
blew
was
my
such a
mind.
nice feeling.
So somewhere in my head, he wanted me to do an action commercial film.
Right.
So when Nikamma trailer came out, I made sure that I went to him and showed him the trailer before anyone else did. So right after the trailer release, I went, showed him the trailer, reached back home, and suddenly I see on my Instagram,
Yeah,
he's like posted. I'm
posted.
like, what a guy.
So I read one of your interviews. You addressed him as Salman Bhai.
Sir, bhai.
Acha, okay. So
When I'm with him, it's Salman sir.
Salman sir,
Salman sir.
if you get a chance to interview Tom Cruise, apart from working with him,
Yeah, there's just so much to learn from him. I've grown up watching his stuff, and he has this. He has this disease where he doesn't have the fear of heights. It's a disease that you don't have a fear of heights. So I want to understand more about that. That's why he can do the stunts that he does. There is no fear. When you stand on top of even a 3-floor building, when you look down,
Yeah.
he doesn't feel that.
Wow.
right?
I want to know more about that. I want to learn.
How do you get that?
Yeah, if I can control
you-
that, something, some aspect.
That's amazing. Okay, if you can possibly ask a question to Shirley Setia that you haven't done yet, what will you ask her?
What was your first initial expectation about meeting me, and how have I broken that over the past 3 years that you've known me?
First initial what?
Look, what did you expect that Abhimanyu is so and so? Okay, fine. Like, I did my research. I don't know if you did, but you must have met me the first time. You must have thought this guy is a fool or XYZ,
no.
whatever.
No.
And then how did I break that in the coming 3 years? Did I surpass your positive expectations or not?
Yeah, I thought you were really chill, and like the first time I saw you, you were walking in like jeans and chappals. So
Yeah.
so मुझे लगा था कि वो मतलब like अभिमन्यु के साथ काम कर रही हूँ या काम उस टाइम पे पता नहीं था कि करने वाली हूँ. I was giving my audition.
When I met you the first time, yeah.
So I was like, oh, I think this. Someone then told me that okay, he's the hero. And then I'm like, oh, he seems pretty like chill, yeah. And you're like that only, yeah. But add हुआ है उस पे, like caring हो, protective है.
That's nice. That's nice. All right. So I think that this was pretty good. We move to Shirley now. Rapid fire with Shirley.
काफी अच्छे आंसर्स थे.
नहीं,
काफी
You were
क्विक भी
very
थे.
fast also.
काफी क्विक भी थे. Come
मेरे
on,
नहीं होने
Shirley.
वाले fast.
Speakers.
ये तो already
Speakers.
नहीं, you should fight for it. You know, this is something that क्या है, हम लोगों के इंटरव्यूज बहुत से फिल्म मेकर्स भी देखते हैं, तो आपका समझ लीजिए कि आपका ऑडिशन ही हो रहा है. So आपका जो क्विक विटेडनेस है, जो भी है, तो that is something.
Go for it.
चलो.
So rapid fire with Shirley.
I think that's why she was scared.
What is your definition of a Nikamma insan?
Nikamma इंसान, आलसी, sleeping all the time. I was like that in my life. मम्मी बहुत डांटती थी मुझे. निकम्मी ऐसे क्यों कर रही है? I मतलब कई बार घर के काम करने बोलती थी, मैं नहीं करती थी. तो बहुत गालियाँ मिली है बचपन में. हाँ. Someone like Adi. Not Adi, I said, not Abhimanyu. Character.
How would you define a love addict?
प्यार जैसे नताशा करती है आदि के लिए, I think.
पिक्चर के अलावा.
हाँ,
तो
देखा
फिर मैं
नहीं
कैसे-
है,
तो
देखा
फिर
नहीं
मैं
है
कैसे-
किसी ने. Yes.
Someone who is like absolutely focused कि मुझे बस अब इसी इंसान से प्यार है और बस मुझे अब इससे शादी करनी है. मेरा बस गोल है लाइफ में that this is who I want and बस इसी से शादी करनी है.
So like a stalker.
No.
Then like obsessive.
क्या मतलब प्यार कोई अगर किसी से करे वो भी लव एडिक्ट हो सकता है. जैसे I feel like I am a love addict in real life for my cats.
For your cats?
Yeah.
How many cats do you have?
3.
Great.
Yeah.
Great. Okay, now considering कि आपका मतलब आधे ज़्यादा जिंदगी तो आपका सिंगिंग का पैशन परस्यू करने में लग गया, बाकी आपका एक्टिंग का परस्यू करने में लग गया. Have you had time to ever fall in love? Have you ever been in love?
Yeah.
Genuinely?
I have.
Shirley makes time for love.
Like apart from cats and all that.
I was gonna say that only.
Yeah.
Good one.
I was gonna say that only. मुंह में से वर्ड छीन
नहीं,
लिया
because आपने इतने डिटेल में आपने सब बताया ना कि that इतना टाइम तो मैं उसमें इसमें मैं सिंगिंग में और ये इसका मैंने वो वीडियोस देखते थे, पर टाइम आपको मिला भी अब तक कि नहीं मिला? आई एम जस्ट क्यूरियस.
मिल जाता है, नहीं भी मिलता है, मिल जाता है, नहीं भी मिलता है.
She cannot confirm or deny these rumors.
That is like very non-committal.
She cannot. That's a line from Tom Cruise's film actually. Mission Impossible.
Is it?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
Okay, have you seen Maverick?
Of course.
Yeah. What a
I have not
film.
watched it yet.
Early morning show during promotions I've gone. Early morning show
मुझे
to
देखनी
watch
नहीं
it.
देख पाई हूँ.
And I'm going to
Right.
watch it again in an early morning show. Probably
No, it was
when we're
terrific.
traveling somewhere.
No, it was terrific. Who was the most non-Nikamma person on the sets apart from Abhimanyu?
शिल्पा मैम.
मतलब Sabbir sir was Nikamma, you're saying?
No.
So,
अरे मुझे एक आंसर तक बोलना पड़ेगा ना.
आप choose करो, sir is your only.
ठीक है, that's okay.
Shilpa ma'am is a
नहीं,
Indian.
He'll give me that. He'll नहीं वो he'll be
Cinematic
fine.
liberty.
हमारा वो है.
अच्छा.
Sir will be cool.
All right, what can you tell by observing any person's eyes?
Innocence.
Shooting on set or shooting at real locations, what do you prefer more?
Oh, I like both. On real location, it's like it's more challenging though on real locations because sometimes there's so many people watching and then you have to kind of like ignore all of that. कभी-कभी जैसे हम लखनऊ में जब शूट कर रहे थे, we were on those stairs and there were so many people watching us. You had to really like not let that affect you and still be in the character, still perform your. I think that is more challenging. So that's also exciting. But yeah, set पे तो it's like normal.
Has it ever happened that you've looked in the mirror and told yourself, Shirley, you are a very good entertainer, but you can be more fun in real life?
Yeah. Yes. All the time.
मैं कोशिश कर रहा हूँ.
Okay.
क्या बोलने की?
निकम्मापन लाने में.
Okay, your all-time favorite film.
DDLJ.
And why is that?
I just love Shah Rukh sir. And Kajol ma'am also. There was this one time I was watching Gupt as a kid. I'll say it now. I was watching it as a kid and I started crying because Kajol ma'am, like she dies in the film.
अरे spoiler अलग.
अरे सबने देखी है
हाँ,
यार.
सबने देखी है.
नई generation बच्चों ने नहीं.
सबने देखी है. तो I started crying and then I was like ऐसे कैसे हो सकता है, मेरी favorite actress, how can she die? No, this is wrong. Then my dad had to ask someone to call me as Kajol and tell me that I'm alive and that was just a film. And then I believed it. I was a kid, no?
अलग. ये Shirley अलग है.
Interesting.
That's real though. It has actually happened.
I can believe it.
You can?
I can.
Okay. What's your favorite discussion with your cats?
We have so many conversations. I meow and then he meows back and then I meow and then he meows back. So mostly it's about food and about how I'm not giving enough food on time. I give food on time all the time. बहुत खाना मिलता है उनको. But फिर भी cats are cats. उनको पता लग. They have proper timings, right? So जैसे अगर if they know कि 2 बजे खाना मिलने वाला है तो 1 बजे से चालू हो जाएंगे तुम्हारे पास आना. So 6 o'clock in the morning they have their first meal of the day. They'll start coming into my blanket from 5 a.m. खाना दो, मुझे कोई खाना नहीं दे रहा, ये सो रही है, उठ नहीं रही है, इसको कोई उठाओ प्लीज, खाना दे दो. Then फिर थोड़ी देर के बाद उठना ही पड़ता है. Mostly it's about food.
Those are good answers actually, you know. Okay. How do you react to people? How would you react to people who say Bollywood lacks good scripts?
I don't think so.
हमारी picture देखो.
हाँ हमारी पिक्चर देख लो. हमारी पिक्चर अच्छी है, अच्छा स्क्रिप्ट है. And it's fun. It's like a proper family entertainer film. It's a film that I have. मतलब मैं चाहती थी कि मैं ऐसी फिल्में करूँ ताकि मैं भी अपने फैमिली के साथ में मूवी देख सकूँ. And my family is finally here. साथ में देखेंगे. So you guys also watch it with your families and friends and enjoy. Popcorn खाओ, मजे करो.
Right. Okay. How would you describe
मेरा funny हो रहा है बहुत rapid fire.
these? But that's how it should be. How would you describe these actors in one word? Salman Khan,
Warrior.
Shah Rukh Khan,
One word कैसे? Hero.
hero, Kajol,
Love.
love.
मेरा.
Okay.
पहले ऐसे गया हाथ.
नहीं मेरा पहले ऐसे ऐसे.
अच्छा अच्छा.
Kareena.
Oh, Spunk.
Oh.
Spunk.
Apparently, you like Jab We Met.
I love Jab We Met. I've taken inspiration from her character Geet while I was preparing for for this film. My God, उन्होंने कितना अच्छा एक्टिंग किया है उस मूवी में. Like दिल आ गया उस. And हर एक सीन जैसे वो भाग के मतलब ट्रेन में चढ़ती है, वो लड़का उसका हाथ पकड़ता है, वो बोलती अब तो मेरा हाथ छोड़ दो, इतनी भी सुंदर नहीं हूँ मैं. And she says it so like she looks like Geet. She, you know, and when you see her, and I've never met her. I hope
You've
that
not
I get.
met Kareena.
No,
Oh, okay.
I hope I get to meet. Oh no, I've met her. I sang. I did a show.
Asking me as I met you.
No, मैं बता रही हूँ. Sorry, नहीं. I did a show. उनका वो show हो रहा था इश्क FM पे.
Right.
She was doing a talk show. So उसके launch के लिए, but it was not exactly like a meet. I was performing and she came on stage. मतलब literally 2-3 minutes या ऐसे जैसे हम मिल रहे हैं बातें कर रहे हैं ऐसे बात ऐसे नहीं मिली. Okay, तो नहीं मिली.
I think you should.
NG.
I think you should meet her.
I
think
would
she would love to meet
to.
you.
I would love to. I think she has so much of spunk and like
Just DM her on Instagram.
yeah.
Become a
Yeah.
love addict.
Done. I'm already a love addict.
She's inspired. That character has inspired a generation of I think
Yeah,
actresses,
yeah.
which is amazing.
No, you should definitely message her and say that listen, I've maybe inspired or dedicated by your character, and I would like you to watch this film for me.
Done. I will
Of course,
message her now.
like 100%.
Right. Okay. Now it's time to decide who's winning this. So थोड़ा सा मुश्किल है. I think बहुत मुश्किल है. लेकिन ये एक मुझे लगता है कि that Abhimanyu did very very well consistently. And Shirley ने start किया थोड़ा सा हल्का सा slower note पे, but I think she picked up really well.
She picked up really well.
And she actually was very entertaining.
Yeah, very entertaining. Very entertaining.
जो cat conversation था.
हंस रहे हो?
और डिटेल में चल रहा था.
मतलब मैं पूरा imagine कर रहा था.
डिटेल में चल रहा था.
Totally.
I'm imagining a meow. मैं बोला
हाँ हमारी कल ऐसी ही बातें हो रही थी.
Right.
Yesterday was a little relaxing day. And Sylvie, my other cat.
नाम क्या है उनका?
There's Loki, Sylvie, and Thor. Yeah. So guess what? Loki and Thor, they don't gel well together. Actually, also they don't gel well together. Even my cats. But Sylvie, she came and she started eating my hair. So whenever जब उसको भूख लगती है, वो आके मेरे बाल मतलब वो चाटती है. She tries to groom me. She starts grooming my hair. That's how I know she's hungry. उस टाइम पे उसका खाने का टाइम नहीं था. ऐसे ही उसको पता है मैं घर पर हूँ शाम के टाइम पे तो मैं हूँ तो मुझे थोड़ा मना है कि तो मैं खाना दे दूंगी. I was like नहीं चुपचाप इधर ही बैठे रहे. फिर इधर ऐसे ऐसे करके मेरे हाथ पे वो सो गई. I'll show you a picture later. I don't know how she fit in इतनी सी space. ऐसे दब के fell asleep. Then nothing. Then I had to stay like that for like 2 hours.
But then when she woke up, then what happened?
Then nothing. Then she went.
Then you gave her food or you
But
didn't
I think I think Loki and Thor and Sylvie they deserve the speaker to listen to the music. So Abhimanyu, अगर आप please if you can
Okay, I didn't win. My cats won. So
Your
it's okay.
cats won. Cats
Yeah.
won.
Yes, this is for my cats. I would like to thank Loki, Sylvie, and Thor for the speaker, and also Faridoon. Thank you, and thank you, Hungama. Thank you.
Great. So congratulations for that, and thank you very much to both of you. I think
Thank you
lovely
so
talking
much.
to you guys.
Thank you.
Looking forward to the film, and I hope that it's a huge success. Thank you very much.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
That's all we have from Bollywood Hungama. Keep on watching.
Hi, this is Abhimanyu.
Hi, I'm Shirley, and you're watching us on Bollywood Hungama.